first of all, I wanted to address like the feedback that I got on the makeup tutorial that I did on Vintage Head. Comments I was getting, like I was expecting to get I was expecting to get too much makeup. I was expecting to get, you know, good comments and bad comments. I wasn't expecting to get comments like the ones that I didn't. For those who don't like know or haven't really seen the comments there, like that 95% of the comments were saying how I looked better without makeup. And I really appreciate it. It's really, really nice. Like, it's a really nice thing to say. But I guess because they came so many of them at once, it was just like, if you go through the comment thread, it's like, you look better without makeup, you look better without makeup, you look really good, but you look better without makeup, the thing. It was really nice. Like, the content of it was really, really nice. And it all came from a really good place. But I guess because it came all at once, I was just getting a bit like, what did I do wrong now? But I understand that, and I figured this is a good time to talk about a subject that I've kind of been avoiding now. In my first video, this is so weird. Deep breath. Okay, in my first video, I mentioned, we can talk to we talk about like sort of topics that are quite close to the heart and stuff like that, and I gave the example of like marriages and the eating disorder. That for me was a mistake. I shouldn't have said that, or I felt like I shouldn't have said that, because I was like, what am I like throwing myself into? I sort of decided that no, actually I don't want to talk about it. Then I got so many messages from like young sisters like telling me like how much like they'd love to sort of hear about the eating disorder, just because like they've been like, you know, suffering with it, or you know, people that they know have been suffering with it. And I figured, if not for me, I owe it to like other people to talk about it, because like no one ever talks about it. Like it appears to be non-existent in our individual, you know, communities. Like I've not really heard, like up until the fact that I had one, I had not really heard of anything like that. And I just assumed it was because I was so westernized, or you know, because I've embraced, if you like, westernized culture. But like it was nice to know, it wasn't nice to know actually, I really hope no one ever suffers from eating disorder, but it was good to know that other people out there, Muslims, that are suffering from it. So if this video helps anyone, even one person, I guess it was worth it, even if I get like a lot of hate. It's not a joke, it is quite a serious subject, and I might be a bit jokey throughout the video because I'm nervous about talking about it, because I really don't want to. Basically, it was triggered, I'll tell you what, basically I've been quite big my whole life. I was, you know, around size 14, size 16, but back then I was really, really confident. Like, when I look back at myself, I'm like, how the hell was I that confident? I never used to wear makeup, wasn't allowed to wear makeup, I was big, actually, like, looking back, I used to think I was Miss Universe. It was really funny. So I was really, really confident. I had, like, friends, and one would hope I had friends. But I had friends, and, like, I had a bad friendship experience, and I ended up, like, breaking up with my friends, and it's weird to think about now. When I use it as a reason, like, it sounds stupid even to me, so I'm sure a lot of people won't get it. But I felt like it was something that, it was like a reason, like the fact that I was a bit bigger than my two friends that like got amazing bodies and everything, they got size 8, size 10 and everything, and I am friends with them, just for the record, and I am friends with them now. But at the time I felt like it was something that I was like missing. I was like just like, why am I missing on this, and why do I not have that? And that's probably the reason why we didn't end up having a successful friendship. And it's a stupid thing, I know, even like saying it out loud now, it sounds stupid, but it triggered, if you like, it triggered my want to be skinny, like, and that want, when it comes, it's literally, that's all you see. You just see skinniness, and that's all I wanted to be. For me, the eating disorder started when the point in my head when I decided that I wanted to be skinny more than anything. So I took a decision that I was going to start, you know, trying to lose weight, and I wanted to do it quickly. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do a healthy diet or anything like that. I wanted fast results. So I started, you know, looking online, go on Pro Anna site, join the community, and I sort of used to read and used to keep reading about, you know, other experiences. When I read enough, I was sort of like, you know, I knew what I was going to do. I knew my diet plan, and I decided. So between March, it's a couple of years back, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided that I was going to, you know, limit my calorie intake to about 300 calories a day. and I was going to go to the gym. I hate the gym, literally. I would not be caught dead in a gym. But at the time, I wanted it bad enough, so I went to the gym. I used to literally not eat for the whole day. I'd probably just drink coffee or, whatever. 7 o'clock I'd go to the gym, I'd burn about 600-700 calories, go back home and have like a meal of like 300 calories, like consisting of tinned tuna, literally open the tuna can and block right on the plate, no seasoning, no cooking, no nothing, and lettuce. On that tuna tin was about 200 calories, lettuce was about like 10 calories, and I just sort of lived on that and Diet Coke, and that's all I did. Lemon as well, lemon juice and stuff like that. I did that for about 2 months, ended up losing 10 kilos. So at the time, I was 75, and for the record, I was 85 kilograms at my highest weight. And I'm 168 centimetres, about 5'6", 7", something like that. So I was 75. From that was in March. By May, I had got down to 65. I was sort of feeling a bit slimmer, feeling a bit happier. That's when I think my problems really started, because like lowering your intake, I know most people might find it a bit crazy, psychotic to lower it to like 300, but for me it was like, it was not the worst thing in the world, but eventually it did become the worst thing in the world, because my anorexic tendencies developed into bulimic tendencies. So instead of me lowering my intake, I used to increase my intake, and then sort of, with the intention to, purge later on. And I did that for quite a while, and at my worst, I think I used to do about 3 or 4 times a day. And then eventually I got down to my lowest weight, which was about 55. Times it got worse, and more stressful times I'd do it more often, less stressful times I wouldn't do it at all. And then just like about 6 months ago, the desire to be skinny kind of died down. So what? Such an awkward subject. Ugh. Okay, can't even think right now. So from there I started sort of eating normally, gaining weight. I'm not going to be naive and say, oh, that's it, I'm a recovered person, that's it, it's never going to come back, because I know it's going to be part of my life forever. Right now I'm not my happiest weight at all. Like, most people that see me think I'm absolutely fine, I look healthy, and I don't want to look healthy. That's the problem. Like, I think the whole thing of eating disorders is it comes down to what your ideal body image is and what you think is attractive. Like, a lot of ladies are size 16 and they're really happy with that. I had a friend who was size 6 and ate her weight up to a size 14 because she thought it was more beautiful. For me, I have some might find it as a distorted body image, but it is my distorted body image, and I that is what I find to be beautiful, and that is around size 4 to size 6, which is size 0 to size 2 American sizes. That to me is what I find attractive, and at the end of the day, you can't well, if anyone thinks that's disgusting, oh well. But that is why, even though I might look normal and some people might think, oh no, you got an amazing body, or you got an amazing figure, or you're perfect. To me, inside, I'm not going to be perfect until I attain that size. But yeah, but alhamdulillah, for now it's sort of taken a back seat in my life. I've got a lot more busier with other things. Another thing is with eating disorder, it consumes your life. That's all you think about. Eating disorder, I remember I used to go on binges, and literally if I delayed purging, or it took me longer, or I didn't, it would literally piss me off. I would take it out on everyone around me. I'd be so moody. It was really depressing. I'd literally plan my day around my binge. It was really bad. So alhamdulillah, that's died down for now. So it is exactly what you feel inside. If you feel size 10 is perfect, then you are going to want to try and get size 10. If you feel size 12 is perfect, you're going to want to try and get size 12. I feel like size 8, size 6, they're sort of perfect for me. And that's that's obviously what I'm always going to try to attain. After I became thin, I realised that I became more insecure than ever, which literally mind-boggled me, because I was like, how is that possible? When I was fat, when I was not wearing makeup, I was so confident. Now, I'm a lot more insecure, a lot. And I realised this actually when I went to Spain, because there, literally, like, I've been to Spain. I went to Alicante. I've been to Spain so many times before, but I guess I never ever noticed it like I noticed it when I went this time. So this guy was walking, like, from here with his wife, and suddenly he saw us. He stopped, moved over to the side like this, and just looked at, like, literally stared at us, and then went back, like, you know, on his way. It was really, like, crazy. It's like they really hadn't seen hijabis before, which is weird because, like, you know, they did originate, I think, from Arabs. My dad gave me a history lesson, which obviously I didn't listen to, but it's something to do with Arabs. The Moor people, something like that, which I think comes from Morocco. And basically, a long history is, if you go back down to their history roots, there were Arabs there. So it was just really awkward, and I noticed myself on that trip literally piling on the makeup. And at that point I realised, I've always known I was insecure, but at that point I realised, I was like, when I'm feeling vulnerable and insecure and judged, I pile on. My instant reaction is pile on makeup. And that's what I did in my first video, because it was my first video. I'm literally just putting myself out there to be judged, ridiculed, criticised, whatever. If you're insecure, you just don't know about it until someone tells you. And I didn't want anyone to tell me, you know, what I thought, what I was insecure about. So I guess my defense mechanism was to apply more makeup, which is what I do when I feel like that. And that's it. And I also like to say that I know it's not probably a lot, but the lighting does play a part. Like, people that see me don't think I have that much makeup, but it's just lighting on the camera and stuff. I guess I have bad lighting. I need to fix up my lighting. But yeah, that is why I pile on makeup. That is why I'm so insecure. That is the end of my story. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I've been going on about it for ages. I went out today with my cousin for her birthday. Shout out to my cousin. Happy birthday, Hara. Woo! Don't even know how old she is. That's a lie. She's 24. Oh, she was born in Ireland, lived in England all her life, and has never been to Madame Tussauds. I'm like, freshies who come here like a couple of months ago, they go out and they see places. Like, how have you not seen these places? So as a surprise, I took her to Madame Tussauds, which was good. It was really nice. I hadn't been there for a long time, so it was nice. There were like new faces there, like Robert Pattinson. But can I just say, he didn't even look that good, because like they had made his hair a lot lighter than it is. I remember him being so white and just so dark, so it just doesn't like. Maybe actually that's how he looks like in real life, and they just did that in the film. Alright, no. Anyways, point of the story. Oh, that would probably be my hijab outfit of the day. I'll stick photos on at the end. The scarf, obviously vintage head. My polo that I wear under a lot of clothes. Don't wear the same one under all my clothes. I've got loads of them, don't worry. That was £3 from Primark. My dress underneath is basically, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I'm wearing it now. I'll just come back. Okay, it's basically, oh God. It's Marilyn Monroe, and it's like a jersey t-shirt thing, and it's got like a silk thing on top, and it's printed Marilyn Monroe. My belt, like a shell design, pink. It's Primark. Oh, this top is H&M. Jeggings I'm wearing are from H&M. They're blue. And the blazer obviously is from Zara. Cube, Lethal Weapon this is. Topshop. My watch, Marc Jacobs. These bracelets are... Where's Hanan when you need her to tell you where your stuff is from? Anyway, this ring is one of my favourite rings. None other than our lovely Hanan. Let me tell you something. I was wearing it on this thing. I don't know if you can tell. Look, it gives green marks. She bought it in a ghetto in Brixton. That's what she did. But I love it. It's probably one of my favourite rings. I have a lot of rings I bought from Topshop that do the same thing, so I don't know what I'm complaining about, but I love it. Again, with regards to negative comments, you can say negative stuff about everything, but please, 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 do not tell me the reason you got your eating disorder was because you're so far away from your dean. Why you even think about stuff like that? As always, thank you for being here till the end. But yeah, thank you. Also, for the other hijabis got swag, can you please start posting flipping videos? I think Hanan just texted me telling me that she's just uploaded hers. So, hallelujah to that. But Donia. That's just like Sobia and Dina stuck together. Dobia or Donia. No, Dina and Sobia, please get your asses on a camcorder and start recording. I'm sick of seeing my own face. Bye.